Hi, I'm Razmik from DreamApply, and in this video, I will share 3 evidence-based tips that you can start applying today to improve your admissions management and student recruitment overall. Step number 1, leverage the principle of reciprocity. Reciprocity is one of the principles of influence, as coined by Dr. Robert Cialdini from Arizona State University. Reciprocity means that whenever we receive something, whether it's a gift, whether it's a resource, whether it's a piece of information, anything that's helpful for us, we feel a greater desire to reciprocate. So what? As strategic communicators, educational institutions should be the first ones to share helpful information or other opportunities to benefit from an educational institution as soon as possible. For example, you can offer an opportunity to speak with a student advisor or visit our campus, or an opportunity to connect with previous applicants that are already students, or maybe there's an ambassador program and they can talk to more active students. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that it's helpful, it's actionable, and it's going to trigger a greater desire to engage with your educational institution. Step number 2 is personalization. In fact, personalization is an aspect of reciprocation. And the idea is, or what the research has proved, is that personalization magnifies the impact of reciprocity. Whenever you receive something that is uniquely tailored to your needs, to your current state, then you appreciate it so much more. And the research confirms this. So how can we leverage this as an educational institution? I'll give you an example of DreamApply. If an applicant visits an application portal that has been created through DreamApply, the system automatically detects where they are joining from. And a pop-up appears, is this your citizenship? So for example, if I'm an applicant to a Swedish university from Armenia, it's going to say, Armenia, is this your citizenship? I can either confirm it and ask it to never ask me again, or change it. And what it does essentially, it changes the landing page entirely to me as an applicant from Armenia. So I'm only going to see the application deadlines or the fees or any scholarship programs applicable to me. And I mean, consider the impact it can have on an applicant, especially on an international applicant. What we have seen is that in so many cases, it creates an immediate desire to engage with an educational institution. And if we look at the results that institutions achieve through DreamApply, they're remarkable. In general, they receive 50% more international applications. And I personally think that to a great degree this has to do with personalization too. And it's not just the landing page. You can personalize how you communicate with your applicants. If you have to share a bulk email, you can still personalize it with their names, or if there's something specific given their space in your funnel. You can let them respond to you more easily if you send them information from the system. They receive an email and all they have to do is just respond to that email. You're already going to have everything logged as an admin in the system. So by making it very easy for applicants, by giving them a user-friendly admissions journey, you are triggering the principle of reciprocation and the principle of personalization. Here's step number 3. It's the principle of consistency and commitment. And I'll share what it is in a second. But once you have created or triggered an intention and an applicant is visiting your page, they maybe have registered an application, you should allow them to take and encourage them to take as many steps as possible. And these steps should be easy to take, and you can encourage them by pointing them to the journey that they've already taken. And that's the essence of the principle of consistency. It's an axiomatic principle. It's the idea that we want to be consistent with our previous choices. So if you let someone take 3 easy steps in a certain direction and you point them to this journey, they're going to be very likely to take the 4th step, because it is not going to seem like a brand new thing they have to do. It's just a logical extension of what they already have done. And in terms of an applicant experience, there are many things you can do. One example from DreamApply is we have a visual checklist. So if an applicant has registered an application and maybe filled some forms and attached some documents, they're going to see a visual checklist that shows how much of the entire process they have completed and what's left. You can send them gentle nudges, automated reminders to take the next step. And this triggers the principle of consistency and commitment. In fact, what's interesting is that many of the features within DreamApply, as an example, are a combination of all this principle, and they trigger a lot of these principles at the same time. So we talked about personalization and we talked about consistency, but you can actually automate personalized reminders. So not only are you personalizing things for them, you're also making the next step easier, you're giving them a gentle nudge, you're sharing something that's more actionable to them, because the idea of personalization was you give something that based on their needs at that stage. As someone is progressing through your funnel and maybe they have completed 50% of the steps that you need them to take, then their needs kind of change as well. So you can send them resources based on also the information that you see in the system in terms of where they are. And in the world of marketing, it is very widely known that, in fact, the impact of content that you serve is very much based on to what degree it matches the level of intent of someone in your audience. So these are the three principles I wanted to share at this point: reciprocity, personalization, and commitment and consistency. There are actually articles about this on DreamApply's website, dreamapply.com. I encourage you to visit it. You will find blogs, case studies, podcasts, a lot of resources that are created specifically for student recruitment and admissions management teams or marketers working in higher education. And I encourage you to take advantage of an opportunity to request a free strategy booster. I will include the link in this video. All you need to do is fill in a form and let us know about your short-term and long-term goals, some of the challenges that you're currently facing. There's a questionnaire that you need to fill, and you will receive an actionable, completely free of charge strategy booster. You can also have a call with one of our experts and go through that strategy together with someone who has been working with educational institutions and fixing these problems for many years. Thank you for listening. I'll talk with you soon. Goodbye.